Hi guys, welcome. I'm here for the last live stream. Avery. She's playing in her thing and she's like found her voice. Yes, Avery. Coco, Kay's thoughts and feelings towards me today. She feels that you are very attractive, passionate, hardworking, loyal, kind. You know how to make things happen. And if you haven't spoken to her, she comes in out of the blue. There should be communication coming in. What, you want to come out now? Have you had enough in there? Yeah, you had enough? You want to come out? Come out? Come on. Come on, Chubba Lubba. All right. All right. You want to go tummy time? Tummy time? I know you like that on your belly. Oh, there you go. All right, next we have Jessica. What's coming up for me in the Pisces? What's coming up for me in the Pisces? It looks like you may have some communication coming in. It also looks like you may be reconnecting. Pisces is right here. But there could be a third party that's still involved with the Three of Cups in reverse. I think communication picks up, but there may be somebody else that's involved here. Excuse me. No gymnastics, okay? Okay, we got Nana. Will I move out of my home state, and if so, when? Okay. Move out of my home state, and if so, when? Yes, you're going to move out of your home state. Let's see when. It could be sometime between June and the end of the fall. Sue, General. What are you doing? You got an intuition thing happening. Stay connected to your intuition. It's starting to get strong. Somebody comes in out of the blue that you haven't heard from in a while, and maybe a love or an ex-love, something that has to do with love, somebody that you genuinely want to speak with. There could be a celebration coming in, and you may have good luck and good karma on your side coming up. You're walking away from things that no longer serve you, things that didn't work out. You're putting that in the past, and you're moving forward. When you're finally going to move to a place in your life where you feel like, I made it up the top of the hill. Like, I made it to the top of the mountain. It's all downhill from here. Like, it's going to feel like things are getting easier for you. Golden, will Ramon and I work out? there is a possibility. You got about a 70% chance that things work out, but it looks like it's somewhat of a road. It doesn't look like it happens overnight or that it's easy. It looks like it may be a little bit up and down, and there could be some bumps in the road. Yeah? I know she's loud. Shelly, will I hear from him this month? And if so, how long? I'm only getting a 33% chance that you're going to hear from him this month. It may take a little bit longer than that. It may take maybe sometime in the middle of May. Valentina, should I let him say what he has to say when he returns? What can I expect from him? I always think it's a good idea to let someone talk. I mean, this has nothing to do with the cards. It's just my opinion, because like communication is the key for everything. And whether you believe what he has to say or not, at least giving him that platform, I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy for both people. Let's see. What can I expect from him? He's going to be feeling regret when he comes back. He's going to be feeling bad. You're going to lay down boundaries. You're not taking any of his shit. You cut through the bullshit. And you're not holding yourself back. You're going for it. Things can change with him overnight. So I would listen to him. I would hear him out. Some people don't deserve a second chance. A lot of people don't deserve the first chance. But at least hearing him out, I think it would be healthy for both of you. Felix, can I get a general reading on my love life? Avery, I cannot see how that could possibly be comfortable. Okay, so I don't know what's going on in your love life right now, but if you're not with anyone, you have an air sign around you, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. You have a wish that comes true around love, and your love life can move forward quickly. Laying down the law, not standing for any more crap. Heartbreak, disappointments move into the past, and moving forward, you have happiness. Letting go of old wounds and taking some time to yourself is beneficial. Life becomes a little bit more balanced. If you are with someone right now, then your current relationship would be rekindling or moving forward in a positive way, because you have the Chariot, which is moving forward, and then if you have, because you have the air signs there, if you're not with somebody, it would be an air sign that shows up, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Kira, general reading. Avery, this cannot be comfortable, little mama. You may be feeling like you're stuck in the mud or things aren't moving forward fast enough for you, but coming up, you've got the world at your feet and you have the Magician, which means you can manifest anything you want. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Making a decision to let go of arguments and fighting brings you to a much better place, a peaceful place. Connecting well with your love relationship, and financial stability starts to come in. Finally feeling too, this may be at work, like all of the hard work you put in is starting to pay off. Avery, this is no way to be on your head like that. Come on. I'm going to lay you down over here, okay? Oh, you're all wet. You're drooling all over the place. That's no way. That's no way to be messy like that. Silly. Not silly. New chapter. How will things go for me and George tonight? They're going to be a little bit of up and down. Happiness, but also feeling stabbed in the back. Justice, good karma, but a mini tower upside down moment. The tower in reverse isn't so bad. It could be a minor disappointment. It's you're going to be having really good time and then get really annoyed at some point. That's okay. That's okay. I think this is just the beginning of what's going to happen. I think that there's going to be more to come. All right, let's go back up to the top. Be wise about Z. I don't know what that means. Can you just clarify the question? AJ, love from May. Love from May. Well, if you're not with anyone right now, there's a new love interest definitely that shows up. Could be a Pisces or somebody very creative. If you are with someone right now, you could rekindle that connection with the person. You may be feeling like things are kind of stuck in the mud, but balance gets restored to the situation. You get a wish around the situation. Things start to move forward nicely, and you finally feel like, I made it to the finish line, or I can exhale now. Happily ever after. Will I have kids from A? Students who are on various types of financial aid and may not get the support they need during this time. So 70% chance, yes. Leslie, what does Guillermo think of me? Thinks that you are lucky, attractive, constantly evolving and growing, intuitive, patient, kind, attractive comes up again, that you're fun to be around, and that you have a funny personality. Cinnamon, what is my personal transformation? Personal transformation, sometimes like it can happen on one level or it can happen on many. For you, it looks like you've got a couple of things going on. You've got a money thing happening here with financial stability and money coming in, which is good. But then you also have a love situation coming in here, like making a decision about love. It would be a soulmate connection. It could be with a Cancer, and it would be like almost like giving yourself permission to go for it. I don't know. There's also a lot of strength, and you could be going back to school for something, taking a course in something, and transforming that way too. There's a lot coming up for you over the next couple of months, maybe even into next year. D, general. First thing that comes up for you is love. 2 of Cups, right? And then if you're not with anyone right now, somebody shows up. Somebody may come in with an offering. It's like an offer that you can't refuse. They may be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. You have good karma on your side, and you may have to make a decision coming up. You have some type of an adventure coming in at some point, and you're letting go of anxiety. So if you've suffered from anxiety or something is making you nervous, it's moving into the past. Moving forward, that you're not carrying it with you into the future. Kira, how will Laurel feel about me moving in? Well, I think at first he may feel like it's encroaching on his turf, but that moves into the past fast, and he seems to be fine with it. Justice is here, balance. It's fine. I think at first people are always resistant to everything, but then like after a couple of days it moves into the past, and everybody, everybody kind of gets through it. You know what I mean? D, where is my spiritual path taking me? Well, we've got choices. So the first thing that comes up around you is spiritual path and being prepared for success. So you may be studying a new spiritual practice, a new spiritual, it could be anything. Sometimes it's somebody finds the church or organized religion. Some people, that's not for them. They find themselves doing something else that's very spiritual for them. It could be, like I know somebody recently who realized that she was an empath, and she cut out all animal products. So sometimes things like that happen. Like sometimes and it may not be because you have a problem with like you thinking that eating meat is bad or that it's mean, but a lot of times people that are very empathic feel like they're absorbing the animal's emotion, so that's why they choose not to eat that way. And you may be exploring different types of spirituality, and you may find that some let you down and you kind of distance yourself from it. It's very interesting once you get on some kind of a spiritual path, because you wind up being faced with a lot of phonies, and I think that you're going to be faced with a number of phonies on your journey. And it can be very disappointing, and it can be somewhat of a letdown. It's happened to me several times. Once was with the Kabbalah Center, where I really thought I was, on my way. And everything was like making sense to me with Kabbalah. Like it incorporates astrology, it incorporates like karma, it incorporates like a lot of things that I believe in, like rituals, right? Like everything is very ritualistic. The candles, Hanukkah, fasting. And then the rabbi tried to, I say rip me off. I don't think he was trying to rip me off. I think that this is what they're taught to do. That it's the organization like anything else, and it needs to make money. So he wanted me to donate $1,300 to a family in need, which I would have come up with $1,300. I would have. Somehow I would have figured it out. But he wanted me to donate $1,300 to 18 families. So that was that was the end of Kabbalah for me. But I've also, meeting yoga people, you can kind of feel like this isn't what I thought it was. You know what I mean? So you may find a little bit of disappointment on the road, but it's part of it. It's part of it. Like that's just it. Kira, what is my personal transformation? You are going to have lots and lots of choices, and you have a lot of strength, and you're persevering. You have spirituality around you too, but I think a lot of this has to do with business and career. I don't know why, I don't know what you do for a living, but it seems like there's a lot of success for you around business and career. Like you could be a person of either high position in a company, or you can own your own business and it could be very profitable. It looks like you would be really good at that, and it may be something that you get a lot out of. I mean, you also have a spiritual path too because the Hierophant is here, but it looks more of like your transformation comes through building a career or building a business. Kira, general regarding my mom, Tamara Woods. First thing that comes up around her is the Judgment card, which means that there is going to be either a divine meeting, like she's going to be at the right place at the right time, or she's going to come to a crossroads with something where she's going to have to make a decision. And then after that, she's got the Hierophant, which would be, if she's not involved with anyone, it could be she meets a Taurus. That could be what the Judgment card is. Judgment card puts her in a place where she meets this Taurus, or this could be a spiritual practice that she picks up. We got to see how that plays out. There's also some kind of creative project around her or something that she may enjoy doing. It could be work, or it could be something that she just does for fun, something that she enjoys. She's got karma coming in. Good karma, if she's put good out into the universe. Bad karma if she's put bad karma out. But either way, it looks like her intuition is spot on. Her life is moving forward quickly, and that's echoed by the Chariot, and she's prepared for it. If she's not with anyone, she could meet a Taurus. I don't know where she is in her love life. Otherwise, it could be, it also could be, it could happen in many different ways, but you got the Judgment card, which would be like a fated meeting, and then it's followed by the Hierophant, which could be a spiritual practice. It could be something like she takes a yoga class, and then it's like she falls in love with it and it transforms her life. Like things like that happen to people. So that's possible too. It depends, sometimes we don't always know exactly how it's going to go, especially when we're reading generally. T. Yvette, M's thoughts, current thoughts of me. Unless he picks a personal car, he's not going to be meeting my standard. The first thing that comes up is that you're perseverant. You're constantly transforming. You know how to stand up for yourself and hold your ground, which is a good thing. Feels that you're creative, hardworking, nurturing, kind, and well-focused. Seba, general reading. $77,522 and $96,000 from her college education, despite the fact that she was a state legislator salary for that, despite that she was a Yale-trained lawyer. You got choices coming up. You got choices coming in around you. The Emperor is here. Could be an Aries that enters your life, or this could be a father figure that's important. It could be your father, your grandfather, your uncle. It also could be a boss. Sometimes it's just an authority figure, and it doesn't even have to be a man. If your boss is a woman, it could be her. You may have to make a decision that's kind of stressing you out, that's giving you some grief, but you're going to get an offer here that you're not going to be able to refuse. You also have some nice money coming in. Working hard, building. Now, the Eight of Pentacles could be learning a new skill, taking a new course. Eight of Pentacles can be anything that you're learning that could make you money in the future. But, excuse me, it's working hard. And then the money comes in. Kira, what's next for Leroy and I? Well, it looks like you guys have choices coming in too with the Seven of Cups. Everyone's got the choices card coming up. It looks like money gets easier for you guys. You could even be thinking about planning a small trip or like a weekend getaway. But I think that the next big thing would be when you decide to finally move in with him. From now until then, I think working on the relationship and keeping it nice and smooth and stable, that's going to be a big thing. Keeping the lines of communication open and not arguing, that kind of stuff. I think that's where your energy is going to go.
But there's no mistaking it. And it's our job to protect it. Because the best people can fight
Marcella, general love reading.
I just bought a Volkswagen, or we're thinking of buying sometime soon. We're here to help. The community.
All right, if you're not with anyone right now, a Taurus enters. You're going to have a choice. There's going to be a Taurus that enters. There's also going to be a Libra. And they're both going to be pursuing you. And at the end of the day, it's your choice as to who you want to be with. But you end up with the 10 of Cups. So whatever happens, you got a star around you, which means it could also be an Aquarius that enters. But it's the wish card. So you put that into the universe and you're going to have some choices around you when it comes to love. But no matter what happens, at the end of the day, you end up happy with the 10 of Cups.
The upwalker is revolutionary. You're able to walk upright because your balance is there. It takes a lot of pressure on my back and my knees and my ankles.
Phantom. What's going on with A at the moment? She's a Capricorn.
Felt safer and more secure. Could walk with less pain. Improved upright posture. What I hated about my four-legged was I was always sitting. But with my upwalker right, I look ahead when I walk and I feel like I want to go out now. The upwalker lift comes fully assembled and is now 34% lighter.
She's walking away from something that's no longer serving her. She's listening to her intuition. She may have a new love interest around her. Could be an air sign, or she may be. Oh no, you told me she's a Capricorn. There could be an air sign around her. Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And she may be like pursuing a new relationship. She's kind of coming into her own right now. Ace of Swords, laying down the law, not taking any more crap, setting up boundaries. You know, boundaries is a big thing for a lot of people. Siba, clarify the offer that I can't refuse. Is it work or is it love? Okay, is it work? I think it's work. I think it comes in around work.
Thank you for always being here. When dawn breaks a new day, when Mother Nature changes her mind, you're always here when others need a hand. On the farm, taking care of family, carrying this nation.
Angel, new love reading. Okay. Angel the Aries, new love reading. You do have a love connection coming in, possibly with an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. This person will be a hard worker who's really well prepared. They may be a creative type. They're going to be very well balanced. They're going to be very well balanced, very creative, and I think that they're going to be legit. Like I think that they're going to mean what they say what they mean, and I think that they're going to be very easy to deal with. Aaliyah. Is he stalking my social media? He may look at it here and there, but he doesn't come off like a crazy stalker, like not at this point.
I enjoyed Pompeii. I love the show. That was awesome.
Remember, you never look. Spider-Man edition 129.
KB, love.
Anything in the mail not hidden from you. Nothing. I got no pen. I got no turkey fryer. Promise me. I mean, you're promising. Hold on, you're promising Pelosi a freezer that costs like $12,000.
Okay, if you're not with anyone right now, or even if you are, it doesn't make a difference. You've got the power of manifestation. You can make the relationship as good as you want with the magician. There's strength around you, which can also be a Leo or in areas that are entering if you're not with anyone. If you are with someone, you have strength around you. This person that enters will be a hard worker, or if you are with someone right now, that person is a hard worker, or they may be taking a new course. Looks like financial stability comes in around love, and there's cause for celebration around love.
With another similar innovation,
Darlene, when will I hear from Kevin?
UV light, indoor light, and full discussion in more.
It could be within the next 12 days. If not, it wouldn't be until the winter.
Former New York City Mayor
Or 12 weeks. There's a 12 around it. So it could be the month of December too.
Sitting there for so long, but they've taken international heat for resisting a mandatory shut-in lockdown. But what have the actual results been? And are the people there happier because it's more of a voluntary deal there? We're going to speak to a journalist.
Kira, am I too broken? I feel like I can't accept love. Yes, just join the club. Well, you know what? It's like everybody feels like that. The funny thing is that like we always feel like it's only us that feels that way. I learned all this stuff in teacher training, but the truth is that everybody feels like that. Everybody feels like like either they don't deserve love, or they have to work hard for love, or like they say, your most personal emotion is your least personal, really, because everybody has felt it. Everyone has been there, and we all feel broken, all of us. Some people more than others. Like somebody who's endured a lot of abuse, it may be harder for them to build their self-esteem or their self-worth. Somebody who hasn't been that abused but maybe has been bullied, it may be a little bit different. Like everybody's got a different issue, but it all comes back to the same thing, and it comes back to self-worth. Especially people that come off with acting like who they are, or they come off with like like they have like they own the place, the kind of a person. Those are the people that are in the worst place. You may think that they're not, and I thought that for a long time. Like I worked with a girl who she was just such a nasty bitch, and she was like a young girl, and like she would talk to like some of these older men that we worked with, and I was like, I can't believe that she's talking to them like that, and they would take it from her. But then I realized that she was like it's a defense mechanism. Like she hides behind being a bitch because she really doesn't feel like she's worth anything. It took me a long time to realize it, and I ate a lot of shit in the meantime, but none of us are too broken. You can always, it's like little things like affirmations really, really help. The one thing that I can tell you that I really got out of the law of attraction, even, and I have issues with it because some of it seems like it's too far out there. But one thing that I got out of it really was changing the way that I thought about being victimized by whatever the situation it was. So say, for example, like feeling like I can't accept love, or I'm unlovable, or that kind of stuff. When I would come up to a situation like that, I always think to myself, if I had a choice here, do I want to be the victim or do I want to be the victor? Do I want to be the one that wins here, or do I want to be the one that loses? And if you can like really say to yourself, no, I don't want to feel pain. I don't want to feel, I'm going to be victorious here, and realize that I am lovable. Somebody loves me. Somebody loves me, and I deserve to be loved. Why is it so hard for us to accept that? But you're not the only person that feels that way. We all feel that way at some point. And a lot of times, people look for something to fill that void. Like Well, when he calls, you know, like somebody could be, and I've seen it many times, hysterical, crying, like you can't even talk to them. They're inconsolable, and then all of a sudden he texts back, and now it's like the sun came out. But that's temporary. He can't fix you. He put a band-aid on you. You got to fix what's going on under there, because otherwise he's going to control your emotions like that. It's crazy. But we've all been there. So working with, like, it sounds really cheesy, but just, you know, saying over and over again affirmations: I am worthy, I am lovable, I am important. Because if we don't feel that way, like we always feel like somebody else is more important, or somebody else is better, or somebody else is lovable, or he'll like her better, or she's better for the job, or they don't like me because I'm too fat, I'm too short, I'm too skinny, I'm too whatever. But that's all like victim kind of things. None of that matters. None of it matters, because I can give you 50 situations where fatter, skinnier, uglier, taller, shorter, all were successful. So it doesn't, none of that makes a difference. No, you're not broken. Try the affirmations, even if you do them in the shower, or driving in the car to work, or sitting in the bathroom. I watched a video by Agnes Vivarelli. She's the law of attraction lady. And where she says that she had it programmed, she was programmed in her head to say, I am worthy, I am loved, over and over again. She said that would get out of bed in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and she would be walking to the bathroom. I am worthy, I am worthy, I am loved, I am loved, I am good enough. You know, because life's tough. Life is really tough. Nancy, what did Andy think when I followed him on Instagram? Oh, he got jealous. He got jealous. It made him mad. Mad and jealous. The first card that comes up is the devil. Not happy. Amy, can I get advice and messages from Spirit on me and Noah? Connection. Okay, let's see. Spirit cards. The Page of Air. Challenging information, delays or change in plans, the truth delivered without tact. Queen of Fire. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and your creativity. Seven of Fire. Defend your beliefs and your decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. Yeah. So you got, if you've endured a lot of abuse, building back up from that can take a minute. It's not easy, and you got to at least acknowledge that. So what was it? Oh, so one thing that I learned was, if you're feeling like really beaten down and broken, saying to yourself, you know, it's okay that I feel like this right now, but I'm still going to get what I want, and I'm still going to make my life the way that I want it. And this is not going to hold me back, but it's okay that I feel like this right now. Like sometimes, like, you just have a moment where you just feel like shit, and that's okay. And you can just say, hey, it's okay, I feel like this right now. But you know what? I'm going to rise above it, and I'm going to conquer it, whatever it is. It doesn't make a difference what it is, because, you know, the situations may be different for everyone, but it comes back to the same belief for all of us, for whatever it is. So that's why I always try, which is one thing that I've gotten from the law of attraction, is to watch out for the victim mentality. And I didn't realize at the time how much I actually had that mentality, where I was always, you know, well, you know, I don't have any time off, or, oh, I got to work every day, or, you know, I haven't had a day off in months, you know, like very victim-like. Instead of turning it around and being like, you know what, I'm damn lucky that I have this job, and I'm really lucky that I'm able to whatever, and how do I make that into something positive? And then you start to look at the positives that you've cultivated rather than the negatives, because that's what we tend to do. We'll all do it. So feeling like you're different, you're not different. It's just different situations, but it comes back to the same feeling.
And then more American lives will be lost to things like depression, suicide, addiction, and domestic abuse.
Oh, you're welcome. Elizabeth, what big things are coming my way this year? Okay.
Does anyone honestly think that the Biden campaign actually wants this country to open up anytime soon?
These two guys over here are sleeping. They're being quiet, so it's okay, but they're really funny.
We're here in the basement of my home, which is turned into a
This TV so loud.
was clear to me by that time.
What the
it
heck
tells
are
me
we
I had
watching
no
here?
sense of science.
Big things coming your way is work and finances. I don't know, a new job, a new skill, Eight of Pentacles, working hard for something. It's usually career related, and financial stability comes in. It also looks like there's success around getting a new job. There's possibly a move coming in this year. Celebration around a new job or a new career. Eight of Pentacles could be a new skill. It also could be training at a new job. You know, sometimes a job will send you to take this class or that class and they pay for it. Miss Anna, was Jay ever abused physically or emotionally by a parent or someone close to him, or after he was an adult by his now deceased wife? To understand him. Okay, let's see. Was Jay ever abused physically or emotionally? I'm only getting a 33% chance, but 33% chance to me is still enough that there was some abuse. I think that people abuse each other and endure abuse, and sometimes they don't even realize it. Like, you know, like it's normal to them, so they don't realize it. Yeah, I think there was some abuse. It may have been a little bit from the wife and a little bit from the father. Possibly, yeah. And you know, sometimes like people don't realize it. You know, like for years, I grew up, and I thought, and not that my parents are terrible people. Nobody's parents are, you know, they always try to do their best, right, for the most part. But I think that they didn't have a lot of tools. And my mother would, like, I think that emotionally she was a little bit abusive because I think that she made me more like her friend, rather than being so concerned with what was going on in my life, she made me concerned in what was going on in her life. So I always felt like I had to take care of her. I had never felt like it was really about me. It was always about her. But I don't think that she realized it. And I didn't realize that that was like a form of abuse. They call it emotional incest, where you kind of take your kid and make them like your partner. And I didn't realize it until I saw somebody else doing it. And I was like, you know, it pisses me off because I feel like my mother did that to me. And I looked it up, and it turns out it's like there's a whole lot of shit written about it. But I think that sometimes parents just don't know, or they have tough love, especially fathers with their sons. You know, they think, oh, I'm going to make him tough. I'm going to make him tough. But they don't realize that sometimes that doesn't work, and it is abusive. On the other hand, I also feel like no matter how hard you try, as a parent, you're never going to be perfect. That's just, we're just not, we're human. And this is a shitty place to live. But you do your best, right? Siba. In Australia, we get $10,000 out of a superannuation due to Corona. I'm tempted to getting the 10K out. Will it be best to get it or leave it for the future? That's a good one. All right, let's see. Will it be best to take it now? All right, I'm getting a 33% chance that you should take it now. But here's my thinking. I'm a little concerned with the economy, like on a global scale, not even just in the US. And even though I really do believe everything is going to be okay, I'm kind of leaning towards taking the money now so that you have it. rather than risking that at some point you may not be able to get it. I mean, I'm not too familiar with Australia's, economy and the way it's set up, but I just feel like things are coming to a point where things are starting to break, and I wouldn't want to see you lose it. Like if you could take it, and I don't know what you can do with it, but the cards suggest waiting. Let me just put it that way. My thing is that the way things are going, everything seems like very unstable. And I don't know if it's such a good idea to wait just in case. I mean, unless it's something that you know for sure that they can't, if the whole shit crumbles, you'd still be able to get it. I don't know, everything to me just feels kind of unstable. And I also feel like you don't know what tomorrow holds. At least if you had the money, you have the money. You don't have to spend it. Josette, when Drake comes back, will we be okay? Closer bond. Yes, but it's going to take work. It's not going to happen overnight. So be prepared to work on it. Amy, questions on Noah. What's on his mind and his thoughts towards me? He's been thinking a lot about a creative project, or he's been working on a creative project. That's him, the Pisces. He's persevering. I don't know what's going on in your relationship with him, but it looks like he kind of holds himself back. He's not ready to move forward. He's got a lot of strength around him, but it seems like he's putting his time and his effort and his energy into some kind of project. It comes up a creative project. I mean, it's something that's taking his time and his energy, and it doesn't look like he's focusing too much on anything else at this point. I think you're going to hear from him. He may at some point tell you about it, but it doesn't look like he's really thinking too much about anything else. He may be thinking about reaching out to you or meeting up with you or something. I don't know if you can right now with this lockdown, but that's coming up. Like he may be wanting to hang out or get together or something. That could be the next thing that comes up for you guys. Phantom. Oh, that's nice. A donation from Malapale. Is M in a relationship now, and has he moved on? Okay, let's see. Is M in a relationship now? Yeah, I think he is. 10 of Cups would indicate happiness on all levels. He's got strength in reverse, though, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. I think that if he hasn't moved on, he's trying to move on. It's like he's trying to, he wants happiness. He's doing what he can to move forward with his life. I think that's what he wants. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence because the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Wands would be, yes, he has moved on with his life and he is happy. But then the Ace of Cups is in reverse, which would mean that, well, it could mean that the relationship isn't picture perfect, but he's doing what he can to move forward. Priscilla, what are Antonio the Capricorn's current intentions? Well, he's no longer holding himself back. He's moving forward. He's feeling a little bit weak, but he's like hell-bent on moving forward. Um, I think that you're going to be hearing from him or seeing from him soon, seeing him soon. He may have some kind of a plan to do something a little out of the ordinary, maybe something a little bit adventurous. Susie, do you think that I'll see him this weekend? With the Sun card, yeah, I'm thinking that you should see him this week. Yep, Miss Anna. Did he feel angry at him? My words. Did he feel angry at him? My words are abusive. Let me see. No, I don't think so. I don't think he ever thought that you were abusive. No, I think that he always thinks that you're kind. And I think that he feels like you've put up with a lot and you've endured a lot. Stephanie, how does T feel about me texting him tonight? He's a little bit all over the place. First, he feels successful. Then he feels a little bit undecided. But then he's enjoying it and he's responding. And then it looks like he pulls back a little. And then he feels like he's coming forward. And then he pulls back again. Lovers is in reverse. Overall, I think it's a good thing. You guys are communicating. I think it's a good thing. I wouldn't read too much into it. I think that he's still kind of in a messy place, but he's doing his best to try to move forward with his life. Susie, is he ignoring me right now, and why? No, I don't think that he's ignoring you right now. I actually think that he may be sleeping. Four of Swords could be sleeping. I don't think he's ignoring you. Mary Elena, why is my hubby depressed? Does he regret leaving us? It looks like it may have something to do with money that he's depressed. And sometimes, yes, he does. Sometimes he does feel he regrets it. He kind of goes back and forth. Gabs. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Messages from my grandmother. Okay. I am not a medium, but I can read you the spirit cards. So this would be spirit cards from my grandmother. Thank you. Messages from grandma. The Emperor, Archangel Michael, excellent. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. The Knight of Earth, time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. You've got a guardian angel. Aw, she's watching over you. The Knight of Air, events that occur with great speed. Time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. Ace of Water, falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. The Eight of Fire, events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over, many things happening at once. Archangel Michael is a great guy to have on your side. So you can always call out to him and ask him for guidance. sometimes I've read that his color is like a royal blue. Sometimes I've read that it's red. Royal blue sort of resonates with me. So you may want to get like a blue candle or a red candle if you prefer, but I don't know why I always feel like blue with him. But anyhow, thank you very much. Afia, general reading. You may be paying off a bill, which may be somewhat of a relief, some kind of an annoying bill. Credit card bills, student loan, whatever. You have choices coming in. You're going to be feeling a little bit more appreciated at work. Maybe feeling like you're stuck in the mud, but moving forward, excuse me, somebody from your past comes back from out of the blue. Maybe an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. Could be a Capricorn. You may be feeling like the relationship is divinely guided and they're persistent. And you also have some money coming in. So you have good things happening. Keep in mind that the person from your past does not have to be an ex-lover or an ex-love interest. It could be anybody from your past. But it's somebody that comes in out of the blue, and it's usually a good thing. It's not like, oh God, here he comes. Because, you know, sometimes you have that where you're like, oh my God, did he see me? It's not like that. This is like somebody you would want to run into. Kira, how does my ex-husband Anthony feel about me? You know what? I think that he kind of, he's got a lot of feelings. So on one hand, it's like he feels like sorry that it didn't work. Like the happy home is in reverse and success card is also in reverse. And then sometimes he feels like he's glad that it didn't work because you guys just couldn't get it right. But he still has love for you. There's still love. He still cares about you. He wants you to be happy. And then other times he feels like he held himself back and you were argumentative. He feels a little stabbed in the back, but it seems like he's kind of gotten over the old wounds. Most of the time, I think he feels like it's a shame that it didn't work out, or he wish he could have done things differently. But now he feels a little bit like maybe it was just for the best, you know? Then he's like, maybe it's for the best. Miriam, general and career for the next 3 months. Okay. You have success coming in, you have good luck coming in, and you have a transformation coming in around your career. No longer feeling burdened, feeling more like you're being paid or compensated what you deserve. Like this is a good card. The Six of Pentacles would be like earning what you deserve and not being taken advantage of. Feeling prepared. I think that your career is you're gonna go places in the next 3 months. Leslie, what is Dylan plotting against me? Oh boy. Heartbreak comes up. I don't know who this person is in relation to you, but it looks like they're trying to hurt you for some reason. You're kind of protected though. You have protection around you. I'm not going to tell you that he's not going to upset you. I think it's a he, right? But I think that you'll be okay. Your intuition is pretty much on, and you're very well grounded. So I think you're going to be okay. Amy, does Noah realize that he's being dry to me in his text. When do you think his communication will come back to normal? Okay. I don't know that he realizes it. I think he's trying to, not ignore you. He wants to answer you. The communication can go back to normal very soon, like within the next 6 days, or maybe within the next week. Cold heart. My ex is a Cancer, and I'd like to know what will happen between us. You guys could be reconnecting. Yeah, here's the Cancer. Yeah, I think you guys are going to reconnect. There could be more to come from this relationship. Use your intuition. Yep. CL, is OB staying all 6 months in the other city? I think so, yeah. Stephanie, is he scared to get serious feelings from me? %70 chance, yes. Stephanie, how will things be next week between us? They may be okay next week. It looks like you have a wish around you. Put that out into the universe, and things can change quickly. So, balance comes in next week. Next week may be a good week. Miss Anna, is his phone off by choice, or did he get the number? Why no messages? Is his phone off by choice? No, it shows that he holds himself back, but his phone isn't off by choice. He didn't shut it off on purpose. I don't know if he had to shut it off or he's not allowed to communicate with other people due to whatever job he does, but it doesn't look like he purposely had his phone shut off. Like it was something that he chose to do. I don't know if he, I'm wondering if he can't communicate. You would know more than me, but I know years ago I dated a sailor. I mean, we're talking years ago. And who knows, he was a compulsive liar, so God only knows if he was telling the truth. But back then, this is also before cell phones, he could only call at certain times. It doesn't look like it was his decision. He shows indecision around him. I don't know if there is a reason why, because of work he can't call. And why are people always liars? Like, so many people are liars. Yeah, I don't know why. The only thing I can think is that for some reason having to do with work, they either made him, he's not allowed to use the phone, or he's can't let people know where he is, or there's something like that. I don't know. I don't know all the details of it. You would know better than me, but there's more to it than him just having his phone shut off, and more to it than him just not reaching out to you. Georgia, why is KJ reached out to me? What does he want? He maybe just went through like a rough time, and he may be looking to reconnect or hang out, spend time with somebody that he finds comforting. It looks like things may be a little bit sticky for him, and he's looking for comfort. But the Three of Cups is in reverse, so just be careful that you don't find yourself in a love triangle. If you enter a love triangle and it's your choice, that's your business, that's fine. And if you're the center of the love triangle, more power to you. Just be careful that, I don't want to see, like, him come back to you, or you guys hook up and then he winds up back with the other person, or some kind of nonsense. When the Three of Cups in reverse shows up, just be careful. Miss Anna, when he gets back, will he want us to move in together? I think he's going to want to, yeah. Josette, how does Dre feel about me texting him? No response. He's not sure. He feels undecided. He feels like he has to make a decision, but he's feeling a little bit argumentative right now. I think he answers you, but I think it may take time. I think he's going to make you wait. And then he texts out of the blue. Yeah, I think I think he wants to have the upper hand here. So his idea is, I'm going to make her wait, and when I'm good and ready, then I'll respond. BG, what does Michael feel or think about me right now? He thinks that you're attractive, hardworking, ambitious, creative, successful. Hardworking comes up again. You don't hold yourself back, and that you're well balanced. BG, love reading. You're letting past heartbreak go into the past. Past regrets go into the past, and you're not looking back. You're moving forward. You're prepared to move forward. Not holding yourself back, feeling a little bit more appreciated. Balance returns to your life. If you're not with anyone right now, someone from your past comes back. It could be a Virgo. It also could be a Cancer, or you could have two people that show up. You have an offer of love coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, you're going to have choices. There's going to be more than one person around you, and you're going to have choices. You may find yourself with a lot on your plate coming up. Go ahead. You want to lay down, Dylan? Go ahead. Change positions. Go ahead. Yeah, sometimes I think that that's the best when that happens, because when there's more than one person around and there's a lot of energy, a lot of different energy, it's a good thing, because it makes your energy so that you're not just focused on one person. It's kind of dispersed, and the other people can kind of feel that, and it kind of makes you a little bit more intriguing. Are you laughing at me, silly? Cinnamon, what divination should I be doing? I would suggest tarot cards. First of all, I think that it's relatively easy to learn. It helps you develop your intuition. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe because it resonates with me, but like the pendulum, sometimes I feel like we can kind of influence that because you have to hold your hand really still, right? I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, I would go with tarot. Tarot. Playing cards are also very interesting. That's similar to tarot cards, but I don't know. I think that you could pick up tarot quick. Kira, what is Leroy planning for me or for us? He's planning on the home, working on the home, a success around the home. And that's really what he's thinking of right now. That's what he kind of has in store right now. Or that's what's on his mind. Myrna, how does Brandon currently feel about me? Thinks that you're hardworking, intuitive. Thinks that you're a special person. Like, there's something about you that's different from other people. Thinks that you're strong, courageous, happy, pleasant to be around, attractive, hardworking comes up again, and intuitive comes up again. Kira, how does Brian feel about me, my biological dad? I don't know what your relationship is with him, but the Judgment card is here, which means that at some point you can come to a crossroads with him. This also could be divine puts you at the right place at the right time, or it could be having to make a decision around the relationship with him. The way he feels about you is that he could have worked harder. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I could have worked harder. I should have worked harder. And he feels stabbed in the back. I don't know if at any point he tried to reach out to you and you told him to go fly a kite, but he may be feeling like that's what he deserves. He's feeling like he should have done better. And that you're very successful regardless. That you have success around you regardless. It's the kind of thing where it's like, she did okay without me, like that kind of thing. I don't know what your relationship is with him now, but it feels like he doesn't think that he did well, or he didn't do his part, or he wasn't present enough, or he could have been, but still doesn't think that he did well, like did the bare minimum, or whatever. He's got some guilt about it, and you know what? People that feel guilty, there's usually a reason. Like he's probably onto something. Anna, why is A distant? Does he think about me? Definitely thinks about you. He definitely thinks about you. Why is he distant? He could be preoccupied with work. There's happiness that comes in around him, around working hard or learning a new skill, or just really working hard. That could be why he's distant, but he does think about you. Leslie, what did I ever do to Dylan? He left me on red. You didn't do anything to him. It actually shows that you and him, I don't know if you were in a relationship or talking or whatever was going on, but it looks like there could have been a love relationship at some point, and there's happiness around the situation, so you guys may reconnect at some point. He left you on red, but that might not be, sometimes people do stupid shit, or sometimes they legitimately forget. I mean, there's that too. Like, sometimes people forget. Like, I have a friend a lot. Like, she'll send me a text message early in the morning. I'm not awake, or I'm out walking the dog, or I see it and I mean to respond, and then I never do. And it's not I'm not doing it on purpose, but a lot of times it's just like at an awkward time, you know, and then I forget. I don't usually forget. So, Goddess, what type of job is coming in next? I don't know what you do for a living, so it's hard for me to answer what type of job is coming in. I can tell you if a job is coming in. You got a job coming in, and it could have something to do, an offer of a job that comes in from somebody from your past. Somebody from the past may show up and offer you a job, or you could go back to something that you used to do in the past. I don't know, if you worked at the neighborhood grocery store, maybe you go back temporarily or something like that. But the next job should have something to do with somebody that you know from the past. Andrea, general reading for May. You can have choices coming in the month of May. Lots of choices. You also have, well, you watch out for some arguments, but being prepared to take on the world in May. I don't know if maybe in the area that you live, you get out of lockdown, but it looks like you're ready to take it on in May. You have a love relationship that may be entering. If you're not with anyone right now, it could be with an Aries. If you are with someone right now, you could be enjoying that relationship a lot in the month of May, and setting boundaries and working on manifesting your goals. A lot's happening for you in May. Probably May right through the summer. What's happening over there, Miss Kimmy? What is this guy's intentions that just texted me? Okay. He may be looking to hook up or something. The only reason why I say that is because the Knight of Cups is in reverse, which would indicate he's not coming in as a love interest, but he is looking for things to move forward quickly. I'm not seeing, like, I'm not seeing sex here, but it does look, I mean, there's money here. I hope he's not looking for money, because you got the Nine of Pentacles, financial stability, the Ten of Pentacles. I don't know if you have money and he knows that you have money and he's looking for money. Money comes up more than sex, but the Knight of Cups in reverse would indicate that he is not looking for a relationship or as a love interest, but he's looking for something else. And I'm not seeing sex, but money's coming up. I'm wondering if that could be true. Just be careful. TD, I saw him driving. Did he see me? %70 chance he saw you. He may have not know, like he may have thought it was you, but not 100% sure that it was you. Stephanie, how does Brett feel about me? Feels that you're hardworking, attractive, intuitive, that you have a great personality, that you're unique. Hardworking comes up again. Loving and kind. But you're also a strong personality. Doesn't think that anyone can take advantage of you. Strong personality who's well-grounded. I think he thinks highly of you. Anna, what's he missing about doing with me right now? I think he genuinely misses the nurturing part of the relationship, the caring part of the relationship, like knowing that somebody is looking to take care of him or to be nurturing and kind. I think that's what he misses the most. Josette, does Dre think about me a lot? He doesn't express emotions. Okay. He does think about you a lot, and he doesn't express emotions because that's just how he grew up. He feels like that it's a sign of weakness when he shows emotions. He holds it all in. That's just how he is. I don't think that that part of him is going to change, but it does show that he misses you very much. He feels, sometimes he feels like he's his own worst enemy, and that you were really good to him. So, you know, it's hard when people don't express how they feel. And what's even worse, I think, is when somebody is trying to express how they feel, but they're not good at it and they say all the wrong things. Because then the other person gets like upset and offended, and, you know, and makes matters much worse. Kikoa, do I have a romantic future with the girl that I am with? Yes, you got 3 aces, which would be like a 99% chance that that's where it's headed. Yeah. All right, let me go back up to the top. Jayla, so when he comes back, will he slowly get rid of the third party? He knows me and her will find out about each other. I'm not seeing that he's getting rid of that third party yet. This whole thing may explode on him at some point. I mean, he's got to do something. It may explode all over him. Sade, when he's coming back, why is he coming back when he knows about the third party and he knows that I'll find out? Another one. They're not too smart. Well, he's worried about that for sure. But you know what? And he feels very burdened by the situation. Well, there's a couple of things that happen, especially in third-party relationships, I think. It's more than just feelings and who loves each other and that kind of crap. There's more that goes on. And I think a lot of times with third parties is one person. All right, if you got, here's the one person, right? And then you have the two parties. One person may be a little bit more manipulating and may be able to control the guy, or we'll just say guy in this situation. So that may be why he's still with her, because he can't get out of it. You know, like some people can be really manipulating. Then there's also the fact that one guy or one person, whoever, can have feelings for two people. It's common. It happens all the time. You've probably been in that situation before yourself. So when he's with party one, he really wants to be with party one. And when he's with party number two, he really wants to be with party number two. And he has a hard time making a decision. And if he doesn't have to make the decision, he won't. And what happens is this usually turns into a big shitstorm. But if you look at it, like, oh, he's just an asshole because he's two-timing, that's very surface. There's always more that's in it. It's more than just what's happening on the surface. Like, that's what people see, right? Oh, once a cheater, always a cheater. But that's not true. What goes on underneath that is much deeper. So there's a dynamic between these people. You know, like, she may be feeding some kind of need in him, like, she controls him, so his mother was controlling, so he feels like motherly, or he feels a connection to his mother. It's like some kind of psychological shit that goes on in there, and there's a reason why they have trouble breaking apart. It's not as terrible as it looks at the surface if you look at it from a different point of view. And these kind of things usually explode, but the right things usually fall together and you can build from it. So, you know, what's going on right now, sometimes things are not always as they appear. If somebody is coming back, like I always say this, if somebody cheats once, right? Okay, so they fucked up, they had a weak moment, it felt good to their ego, it's over, that's it. But if somebody can't let go of somebody that's gone on for years, then there's a problem there for the other person. So this guy here can't let go of this party for years, keeps coming back in and out, in and out. This person here has got the problem. So the third party, the first party, it doesn't make a difference who they are. If he can't let go of this person and keeps coming back, there's a problem. There's a problem because you don't have a relationship with somebody that lasts over time. With time and space and another person involved, if there aren't true feelings there. So I hate to say this, but the other woman always gets the bad rap, but usually, not all the time, the other woman is the person that he wants to be with, or the person that he's always going back to. That's the person that he wants to be with because he can't get her out of his head. This person here, for whatever reason, is trying to control things, and it works. I mean, you can control somebody for a really long time. I mean, you can be in control of their entire life if you know how to manipulate them right. But is that what you want? Is that love to you? You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that. Eventually it blows up because you can't live like that. But these clowns sometimes think that they can get away with it, and they do get away with it. They can get away with it for a long time. Chelsea, is the Gemini that's been talking to me actually interested in me, and how does he feel? Okay. This person is interested in you. They feel that you're very strong, that you're very attractive, you're unique. They're not 100% sure where they want things to go at this point, but they're prepared to give it a shot. They're prepared to explore it. Josette, will me and Dre move back in together down the line? Okay. These player men are just difficult. Yes, you're right. 70% chance, yes, you guys move back in together at some point. Suzu. My future love life reading. Okay. Let me just plug this phone in here because I want to charge it. You're laughing. All right, if you're not with anyone right now, you got two people coming in. You have a Libra, you also have an Aries. You have happiness around love. And the person that you connect with may be somebody that you know from the past. Doesn't have to be an old love, but it could be somebody that you know from the past. Moving forward, you feel like you're pursuing this connection. And it could bring in great happiness. I think you're on the right track. Yeah, that's the thing. If somebody keeps coming back to you, you know, like we've got that saying, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back to you, it's yours. There's a reason why these sayings exist. I mean, it's true. If somebody else is trying to hold on to something that's trying to get the fuck away, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, she's the one that's got to look at the situation, not you, because he keeps coming back to you. You know, it's a tough situation because you never know when to close the door for good, right? Because you never know, like, well, maybe this may be the time that he actually stays, and this may be the time where things finally move on. And it's a real pain in the ass when you get caught in a situation like that. But, you know, you almost want to say to the other person, like the other woman, like, what is wrong with you? Like, why, you know, like, she's there, but he keeps coming back to you. So that says something about the situation. You know, it's very easy to walk away from someone and never look back, especially when you're with someone else. You see, it's like a lot of times when people are lonely, they'll default back to their ex or to somebody because it's comfortable or it's convenient or that's where it is. But if you're with somebody, you know, what is that saying about your relationship? You rolled over a little bit? Roll back. Roll back. You're silly. Be wise. How is Z feeling about my feelings towards him? He's feeling like things are moving forward. You got the Chariot card. He's a little bit reluctant. Like when it comes to happiness, he feels like it may be delayed. He's not really there yet. You got good karma on your side. He's dealing with it. He's happy. He's persevering. He feels well balanced. Where the heck am I? Oh my God, I'm far back. Let me go up further. I think I might be at Celia. Will H respond to my message positively tomorrow? You gotta move back there, little one. I'm only getting a 33% chance. It may take more than tomorrow. You may have to give it some time. Maybe the day after. Vicky, Richard unblocked me on Messenger today. Was it intentional? And if so, does this mean that he'll be back in contact with me in May or after? Okay. I think it was intentional, but I don't think that you're going to hear from him in May. It may take a little longer than that. I'm only getting a 33% chance. TZ, question, Purple Hearts. What message does Archangel Metatron have for me? I always pray to Raphael, Haniel, and Chemuel, but the past 2 days his name keeps popping into my thoughts, and it's weird because I don't know much about Metatron. All right, let's see what he's got to say. Archangel Metatron. All right, well, the Magician just showed up here, Archangel Raziel. You are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Page of Water. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. The Queen of Earth. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in kind and understanding manner. And then the last one, you have Archangel Ariel, Strength. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. Josette, trying to get a job, no luck. Should I focus on my business? You know, I think that your own business is the way to go, just because you're in control of it. But let's see what the cards say. Should we focus on our own business? Right now, I'm only getting a 33% chance that you should put all your energy into your own business. So you may want to keep the door open as far as looking for a job is concerned. I would work on the new business regardless of what the cards say, but maybe don't put all your eggs in that basket because it may take time to get it off the ground. I feel like sometimes for myself, and I've been in this situation before where I needed to look for work, I feel like putting it out into the universe with, oh, excuse me, like, please bring something my way. And then I think that sometimes you can sort of navigate through what's happening. Like, for example, I lost 2 jobs in my day that were, I mean, I've lost yoga classes, but it's like one class here or one class there, not a big deal. But when I lost my full-time job and then I lost my part-time job, the part-time job actually paid my mortgage and my car loan. Like, so, I mean, I was working there since I was a kid. I grew up working there. It was a huge hit. When that went out and I started like interviewing at other grocery stores, like no joke, other grocery stores were going to start me at like minimum wage. And I'm like, I could freaking run this place. They didn't care. So I thought to myself when I started to get frustrated, I'm like, you know something? That would be me moving backwards, right? You're not going to start at a job that's going to set you back 20 years. So I just kept saying to the universe, I need to find something that is going to fit into my schedule. And what happened was I was working on my YouTube channel throughout this whole thing. I started the YouTube channel in October of 2017, but it's been work. Let me just put it that way. First of all, I didn't even, I think it was almost a year before I even hit the criteria to be able to get, I think it was like 6 months before and I had to work to get the subscribers and the hours and that kind of stuff. So that was going on. And then I was able to find a job that fit into my schedule where I was working at a school 2 hours a day after school programs. So it fit in. And I was able to build my YouTube channel while I was working at the school, which didn't interfere with any of my yoga classes. So you know what I mean? So if there's a way that you can work on your business, keep that, don't stop doing that, but be open to find something that you can do in the meantime, because if your business takes off, whatever this is that you get, you don't have to continue to do it. That can go in the you can leave it, but you have it in the meantime when you need it. I hope I explained that right, because there was a big long explanation. TZ. Is the reading regarding Annis the Archangel? Is this regarding Annis Archangel Metatron? Let's see. Is this regarding Annis Archangel Metatron? I only get a 33% chance it's regarding Annis. Danny. Have not been feeling like myself lately. Worried that I could be pregnant. Okay, let's see. Uh, 70% chance, yes, you could be. So be careful, because if you're not right now, that could be coming in the near future. So be very careful. I would go get a test just to make sure. Ram, how are you feeling? Is Aisha going to backstab me, or is she going to come into her senses when it comes to our friendship? Let's see. Is Aisha going to backstab me? I don't think she's going to backstab you. I'm only getting a 33% chance. I'm not thinking. Magical. What do you see about Melvin's blood pressure? Huh. What do you see about Melvin's blood pressure? Are they having trouble regulating it? Because it shows, first it shows change, and then it shows the change, it reverses. I don't know if it's the sort of thing like they haven't found the right medication yet, or it goes high and then it goes down. It looks like at some point, I don't know if he's like under doctor's care and he's looking for the right medication. The Nine of Wands would indicate that he should be able to breathe a sigh of relief coming up. So they should get it under control. What's happening, Dylan? What do you need? Let me go see what this guy needs. Oh, what's the matter? What do you need? Some water? You need water? My baby needs water? Is that what you needed? You're a little parched? Oh. Ram, is my friend Eric disappointed with me regarding to a sensitive conversation that we had this week? Okay, is Eric disappointed? I think he is a little disappointed. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, Leslie. I don't know how Dylan is planning a 3 of Swords against me. He hid me from seeing his story on IG. We still follow each other. What's he trying to get out of that? Huh. What's he trying to get out of that? Let's see. What is he trying? He hid you so that you couldn't see the story. Why? He was afraid it was going to cause a tower moment. There was something he didn't think that you were going to react to kindly. So that's why he hid you from the story. I didn't know you could do that. Or he thought that it was going to cause a big crisis. So he didn't want you to see it. He didn't want you to see it because he was afraid of how you were going to react. I'm curious as to what your relationship is with him, that he would be worried about what you saw because he thought that it was going to be hurtful or it was going to cause a big crisis. Maybe he thinks that you're really into him and he did, and it was something that you wouldn't, you may think so. You may think that he was with somebody else, or maybe it was a picture of him with somebody else. It's actually coming off to me as it's not as big of a deal as it seems. That's what it kind of comes off as. Ashley, does Joe want to be with Asia? Well, I only get a 33% chance that he really wants to be with her. I don't know if she's pursuing him more. It doesn't look like he's pursuing her right now. Did I do Leslie? Yeah, I did. Yeah, then if he's posting random stuff, why can't you see it? Yeah, he is very strange. Who knows? You know, sometimes people do really bizarre things because they want, like it could be that he's looking for the drama. That could be it. That he made you not be able to see it because he's looking for the drama. I don't know why people do some of the bizarre things that they do, but it comes off like it's not as big of a deal as it seems. People get really offended when they get blocked from being able to see things, which is funny because most of the time people put stuff up that's either bullshit or mostly bullshit. Most of the time, the stuff that goes up there isn't real, you know, or it's done because they want someone to see it, you know, like, I don't know, like I hate social media. I really do, because I feel like the people, like people put up like random shit. Like they'll put up stuff like, you know, like just like it's not like to the point, and then everybody reads into it, and everyone's like, well, was his status about me? But meanwhile, like he posted something so random and stupid, which obviously you posted it because you wanted to get a rise out of people, because why would you post something cryptic that nobody understands? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like if you post something like, all that glistens, ... And then everybody's like thinking, well, what does that mean? And was it meant for me? And am I lying about something? I don't know. Social media is so much more energy than it's worth. Ram. Can I trust Eric, or is he going to screw me over? I get a 70% chance that you can trust him. I don't know. He kind of seems a little bit like he can go blow with the wind. So I don't know if I would trust him just for that reason. You know, like he seems like his mind changes a lot. Okay, I think I made it through the super chats. So let's cut off the super chats and I will answer for the moderators. What's the matter, Bubs? Let me answer here for Anthony. Will the Cancer girl known that the present was sent by me because I didn't put my name as the sender? All right, let's see. Is the Cancer girl going to know that the present was sent by Anthony? She's going to have an idea. Yeah, I think that she has an idea, because you got two aces, which would be a 70% chance, but then you also have the 9 of rods, which would be pretty positive. I think that she has an idea that you sent it. Let me see who else here haven't I done in quite some time. Let's do, what are you saying over there? General from EHAC 503. There was another one too. I think I wanted Shawnee, I didn't get to, and Gracie. What are you saying? You got strength coming in around you. You also have somebody from your past coming in. Your intuition is spot on, and you may be picking up a new spiritual practice of some type. Life can change overnight coming up over the next couple of months. Like you may turn a corner and find that things are very different. Gracie, can I get a reading on what to expect in my love life? I like to know their sign as well if possible, or the element. Okay. What's going on for Gracie? You got a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer comes in. Victory around love if you choose it. You may be focused on the past. Once you leave the past in the past, you persevere, you push on, you have the magic around you to create a loving relationship that could move forward very quickly. I think it's a water sign. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Um, um, how about this person I haven't answered for? They're at 1111. Alex, I'm Alex. Can you please tell me why Michael behaves this way? I feel he's ignoring many things. He does ignore things. He ignores things. He kind of feels like if he ignores things, they'll go into the past, or he won't have to deal with them. He suffered from a betrayal in his past that was pretty tough. And it looks like even though he pursued past it, he doesn't like to deal with emotional things. He ignores things. Around you, you have great intuition, and you also have magic. So you can manifest this into what you want it to be. He's slow and steady wins the race. You're not going to be able to push him into anything. You kind of just got to let it be. Slow and steady with this guy, that's all. Just give him the time and the space that he needs. Josette, will Dre respond positive or negative to the text? First card that comes up is the Ace of Cups. To me, that would be very positive. Ten of Pentacles is also positive. The Four of Wands is in reverse. That's a little iffy, but overall, I think it's going to be positive. Mel, I've been having repetitive dreams of the Aries ex lately, or the people connected to him. Does that mean that he's close to re-entering my life? Probably. Probably. Yeah, let's have a look. Usually, you know, it's bizarre because even if, I always feel like weird signs, like if you see the person, or even if you see the person and they don't see you, or if you see like their family member, or if you get a lot of missed phone calls, even if it's not from, if it's just from a bizarre number that's not a solicitor, like if you call it back and it's a solicitor, that doesn't to me count. But I think that those are all signs that the person is near, or they're looking to come back, or you're going to run into them or hear from them. Yeah, 70% chance yes, and he is suffering from some serious regret. So yeah, I do think that you're going to hear from him. I do, and I think that he's feeling regretful about something. Good. All right, guys, that's it for me because I'm tired, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all. Have a good night, and I will see you sometime tomorrow, probably again 5 o'clock, and then also 9:30. If anything changes, I'll put it in the community page. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.